All right, NFL fans, it's the NFL aficionado fiend here, ready to do the Week 6 recap of my picks. Straight up picks we did okay on. We went 9-6, not terrible, but we had some definitely upsets that really took us home. Still can't figure out the spread to save my life. 4-11 against the spread. So let's just get into it. First game of the week, we had the Eagles went to play the Giants, and the Giants actually took the Eagles to the woodshed. I picked the Eagles, and I picked them to cover the 7.5. I thought they'd come out mad, angry for losing the Broncos, but that didn't happen, and they played like butt. And so basically, the Giants started me off with an L right out the bat. Boom, man! I knew it wasn't going to be a good week when that happened. Moved on to the Broncos at the Jets. Basically, I took the Broncos and I took them to cover the points against the lowly Jets, but the offense couldn't get out of their way, and so they won by 2 points, not the 6.5 the Jets were getting when I called the game. So I did get the straight up win with the Broncos, but I did not cover they didn't cover the points, so took another one on the chin there. Then I took the Colts. Started out strong, man. It looked great, and then all of a sudden, I don't know what got into the Cardinals, but they come out swinging. So, almost should have been a pass interference call at the end of that game to give them a chance to beat the Colts. But hey, any given Sunday. But Colts won. But again, took one on the chin with the loss because the Colts didn't cover the 7.5 points they were getting. Then we move on to the Chargers and the Dolphins. Everybody had the Chargers whipping up on the Dolphins, and Justin Herbert was a fantasy football star of the week. And lo and behold, the Dolphins start kicking butt till they do Dolphin things, and Chargers walk off with a field goal. But again, picked the Chargers to win, got that one, but spread they didn't cover that 3.5. They only won by 2. Bam, another L for the aficionado fiend on that one. All right, then we moved on. I got this one right. Pat's going to visit the Saints. Saints getting 3.5, and the Patriots dog walk. Or actually, it wasn't a dog walk, but they won by 6, I think, 25-19. So again, got the win and covered the spread and got the spread pick on that one. Then we moved to the Browns and the Steelers. I picked the Browns to beat the Steelers. Totally got that one wrong. So that was an upset that I did not get correct. And then we moved on really took an overall L on that one. Then we move on to the Cowboys going to Carolina and play, and looking good for a little bit. And then Rico Dowdle took that game over. So I took the Cowboys. I took them to cover the spread, and the Panthers pull off the upset there. So bang. My prediction for the start of the year, even before the Micah Parsons trade, for the Cowboys record was 5-12. That was before they traded Micah. So right now I'm not doing bad, but I actually had the Panthers game as a win for them. So basically I had them at 3. They should have been 3-3 because of the miracle tie they had with the Packers. I have 3-3 going after this, but their schedule picks up steam after this. So we'll see how it goes. To my Cowboys, I got a Cowboys fan since I live here in Dallas and just don't like the Cowboys. I got a Cowboys buddy of mine I know. I took every Cowboys opponent and bet $20 a game. Straight up, no points, no nothing, just straight up. I got he's got the Cowboys, I got $20 on every game. Pay up at the end of the season. So right now, looking okay. All right, moving on. Had the Seahawks and the Jaguars. Jaguars actually getting 1.5 in this game, so I took them to upset the Seahawks. I figured coming out high and mighty off of that win against Kansas City, they were going to do something special, and nope, they laid a big old egg. So boom, there's another L for Mr. Aficionado Fiend. Then we have what I thought was going to be the track show of the year. We have the Rams going to play them. Sorry, Ravens. Ravens getting 7.5, but I said there's no way that offense is going to score. It doesn't matter how many points the Baltimore offense scores. Derrick Henry go for 200 yards and 2 touchdowns. The Rams are going to put a 50-burger on that defense. And guess what? They play their best defensive game of the year and only gave up 17 points. So I did get the Rams win. They did cover the spread, but Matthew Stafford drew an absolute bum for me on my fantasy team. I dropped Caleb Williams and Herbert to pick up Stafford, and he has his lowest output of the season against the worst defense in the NFL. So, anyways, but I did get the victories there. Moving on, Picked the Titans to upset the Raiders because the Titans are getting 3.5, and boy, did they lay an egg so bad. They fired their coach this week. So there's another bout on the chin for me where I didn't get that one. Then we moved on to the Packers. This one, I called it right as the 14.5 that the Bengals were getting was just too high for me against the Packers. The Packers defense has not looked, they have not looked as good as they did when they started the season. That defense is starting to show some flaws. Teams are starting to figure out how to play them. So basically, the Packers did win, which I called, but I said they would not cover the spread. So that one, I got that one correct on that side. So moving on to the next one, 49ers at the Bucks. I gave the Niners were getting 3.5. I picked the Bucks to win, and I think I picked them to cover the spread. So we'll say I did. They got 3.5. They did cover the spread. Bucks are looking good, but they have so many injuries right now, man. I just don't know. I don't know who Baker's going to be throwing the ball to, but he has a real shot at winning MVP this year. With Mahomes having a down year, Jackson out, Burrow out, Allen, I don't know what the hell happened with that is happening with Allen now, but Baker, if he continues on this deal, him and Daniel Jones are going to be fighting for the MVP at the end of the season with the dark horse of Jonathan Taylor. So moving on, we had the Lions getting a point and a half playing the Chiefs, and man, the Chiefs come out and dog walk those Lions. You know, oh, the Lions are the best team in the league, man. They're looking so good, and then they go out and lay an absolute egg in Kansas City. So that was disappointing. So, yep, there's another boom, another knockout blow to the Fiend this week. It was a terrible week this week and this one just kills me. This one absolutely just destroyed me. Picked the Bills. I said they wouldn't cover the spread. And guess what? They didn't cover the spread. They got dog walked in Atlanta. Bijan Robinson made the Bills. Yeah, he made himself he took the sandwich, the soda pop, and the chips the Ravens were supposed to get, and just did that thing. Him and Drake London. I think they had almost 399 yards between them, and the Bills couldn't even get 300 yards their whole offense. So yeah. Anyways, there's another big boom for the L. For Mr. Fiend this week, yeah. And then I did get this one right. The Bears, last game of the night, the final game of the week. Bears were getting 4.5 against the Commanders. I picked the Bears to win. They did win, so woo! I ended on a good note on that aspect. But yeah, my night was pretty much ruined after the Bills got dog walked by the Falcons. Second straight primetime game in a row. Instead of being all happy and cheering and talking about how great we look like just straight booty on that. So anyways, all right. So like I said, went 9-6 this week. 4-11 on the spread. Straight up picks 9-6 against the spread. 4-11. So overall for the year, I'm 55-38 on straight up picks, and then against the spread, I'm 34-56. So I'm great at picking winners. I'm terrible at picking points, but I do it anyways because hey, it's part of the deal. So anyways, my peoples out there, let me know how you did. Sorry again for the delay. I usually like to get this video out on Tuesday. Still not feeling 100%. And work's been a little killer right now, but that's okay. So hopefully you won big. Hopefully you picked against me and you made yourself some money. If you didn't, let me know. And then let me know what you're buying, what your winnings out there. Do you invest? Do you go treat yourself? Do you treat the wife? Do you treat the girl? Do you treat the kids? Do you treat the dogs? Oh, I have dogs. So anyways, be safe out there, guys, and look forward to next week's prediction video, and we'll go from there. Talk to you later.